up guys, this is Dimitri. You probably know that I'm all about technique and drumming fundamentals, but when it comes to teaching and refining my own curriculum on rudiments, it's proving slightly more difficult than expected, just a little bit. Which is why, in this series, I want to put a pause on how we traditionally teach and learn the standard rudiments. We're going to question why and how a pattern might be played.
May I borrow someone's textbook, please? Thank you. What have we here? Ooh, economics. Very, very interesting.
This way, you can get the absolute most out of your rudiments and how you practice them. The thing about single stroke rolls is that singles can 100% work with any dynamic level you're playing at, any note rates you're using, and you can shape the phrasing and articulation of any melody with ease when you've mastered single strokes. Let me show you what I mean. The thing about practicing and developing your singles is that you want to be able to play them at any dynamic level and also any dynamic combination. That means you should be practicing your singles with all sorts of different stroke types and combinations of stroke types. You want to make sure that you can play those singles as full rebound strokes, and I would recommend you do that as step number 1. But you also want to practice your singles as quietly as you can and everywhere in between. This is one of the most versatile and useful and necessary rudiments to master because you can do just about any type of phrase using only singles, and it's a way to get really fluid and fluent in your musical phrasing. That means adding dynamics, accents, ornaments, articulation to your singles. On a normal kit, you can get this sort of orchestration pretty simply with your right hand on the floor tom and your left hand on a rack tom in a traditional setup. On my kit, we have several other options. I can hit left and right and do different toms quite easily. You can actually do similar things if you have multiple rack and floor toms. But here's the wild card idea for you that sounds extremely cool, including on a traditional kit. And that is, instead of the accents being on the toms, center your hands on the toms, and you play the accents, in this case every third, on the snare drum. And then you can change what toms. Boy, this chair is so squeaky. And then you can change what toms your hands are playing in between the snare accents. Make sure when you're practicing accent combinations and phrases and melodies within your singles that you're really aware of the stroke types that you're using. This is something covered more in depth in my free technique course, so I'll make sure there's a link in the description below so you can check that out. If you're already studying that free technique course, then you want to make sure that you're practicing your rebound strokes, your control strokes, your pull-out accents, all of these different things, and your ghost notes, almost forgot those. Within the phrases you play, you want to be aware of the movements in between the notes. That's one of the most important things you can do when you incorporate adding phrasing to your singles. This also becomes incredibly useful when you're orchestrating around the kit. So that fluidity between your stroke types to create phrases also helps tremendously with your orchestration. So you're getting the single stroke techniques and orchestrations under your belt, but now where can you take things next? Well, this entire series is going to open the doors to hundreds, if not thousands, of creative ideas and ways to improve your rudiments, and much, much more. So click this link and you'll get the full playlist to everything that you'll want to get into.